Yo, what's up guys? There's a brand new event coming to Roblox called the Takeover starting on September 12th. But that's not it, because we already have 2 confirmed limited items that are coming out for this event. And there might be more. And not just any limited items, but ones that actually might be worth a lot of Robux. So first of all, we have the Skate 14er boy, which is just an updated version of the Skater series of items. There's actually a ton of them that exist. And there's even a couple that are limited right now. There's the Skater girl, which is worth about 2,000 Robux. The Skate 9er boy, which is worth about 1,600 Robux. The Skate 12er boy, which is worth about 4,000. And you have the Bribe, which is worth 31,000. So some of these items are actually worth a decent amount of Robux. This is the newest part of the series. I think it's definitely very unique, but it still uses that OG mesh that you know comes with all of the Skater items. Also, very recently for the Classic event, we saw another Skater item come out. We saw the updated Skater come out, which is just a blue version of it, which I think also looks pretty nice. As a limited item, I could see this one doing well, but obviously I would assume that it has a ton of copies on it, which would affect the price. And the other new item is the tail flipped hat. Part of another super popular series on Roblox, the skateboard hats. This series of items are some of the most expensive items in the game as well. You have the Euro 180, which is valued at 5.5 million Robux. The red brand, which is currently at 4 million. The purple Indie, which is at 3 million. The Star Tail Slide, which is at 2,450,000. The Gold Ollie, which is at 1.8 million. And finally, the Green Sidewinder, which is worth 1 million Robux. Obviously, this new version is not going to be even half as expensive as any of those items. The tail flipped hat will probably have unlimited stock on it and will be available for 24 or 48 hours, just like Roblox normally does with these kinds of items. I kind of wish they would make it a little bit more exclusive and a little bit more expensive, but unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be the case with this one. Most of the other skateboard hats only have around 100 copies, but Roblox just doesn't make items that rare anymore, so this one probably will have unlimited, just like all of the other new limiteds. Why am I so certain that these items are actually going limited? If you actually check the names of the accessories, you could see that they're called limited item _ gold ollie and limited item _ skater. These are literally the name of the meshes in Roblox Studio. They have limited item in them. Plus, they have their own item pages, which are different than all of the prize items. Every time in previous events, items have been loaded like these, they've gone limited, or at least were paid items. As you can see, the nozzle helmet has its own item page with an image, and it has the creator name on the right side. For the Skate 14er boy and the tail flipped hat, they have neither of those two things. There's no image and there's no name for the person who made it, which means this item will be going limited. When will these items actually be coming out? Unfortunately, I don't have an exact date and time, but it will be coming out sometime in between September 12th to 22nd. Usually Roblox drops the event items at 1 p.m. EST. So at 1 p.m. on one of these days, these items are actually going to be released and they're going to be going limited. And there may even be a third limited item called the Boombox Buddy. Unfortunately, this one we have not confirmed whether or not it's going limited yet, but it was released in the exact same way that the other 2 items were, so there's a pretty high chance of it. And this one isn't part of an old series of items on Roblox or anything like that, so it won't be super popular, but it is a cool, unique item, probably a shoulder pal, which tend to do pretty well on Roblox most of the time. And there might even be more limited items that just haven't leaked yet, but we know for sure we're having at least 2. And how much will these items cost? Unfortunately, I don't have the answer to that. And honestly, I don't really have a clue. The only thing that I can say with any certainty is that the tail flipped hat is going to be more expensive than the Skate 14er boy. The updated skater came out for 199 Robux, so I assume the Skate 14er is going to be around there too. But since it's a limited, I could see it being like 500. And for the tail flip, I probably would guess that it's around like 2,000. But this item could be anywhere, even up to 10,000 Robux I could see. And honestly, no matter what the price is on these items, I'd probably recommend buying them. They're almost certain to do well. They look pretty good. They're part of popular series, which is pretty much just a recipe for success with limited items on Roblox. I know for sure I'm going to be buying it, so that's why I'm going to recommend it to you guys as well. Those are all the updates on all the limited items, but there are a bunch of other items that were uploaded as prizes for the event. So first of all, there's the top crew crown, which is somewhat reminiscent of a domino crown. I don't know if you guys see my vision, but it kind of just looks like a domino crown that was made out of skateboards, which is a unique concept, and honestly, I don't mind this item. I think it looks pretty cool. It has a cool cartoony comic book effect on it that looks nice, and I've never seen on a Roblox item before. Then you also have the crown of the Undisputed, which is the other version of that one, probably the bling track or whatever they call the battle pass. This one looks pretty cool as well. I love that comic book style on it, which really makes it stand out to me and would be something that I want to see for sure. Then you have the boombox wings, which I'm a little bit lost on these. Roblox releases wings so often, and I feel like this really offers nothing special that I would really care to ever get, but they're like some graffiti wings that maybe some people would like. I just don't understand why they're so far apart from each other. Like, why is one wing like 10 miles away from the one on the right? And then you have this skateboard helmet, which is very similar to an old skateboard helmet that Roblox released back in the day. If you played any of the Disney XD events that they had, you can also see a bunch of references to old Roblox events and old Roblox things. So that's pretty cool. But this item honestly isn't very exciting to me. And you have the other version of it, which is the bling track version, which has that same comic book style, which again is pretty cool. But honestly, the mesh for this item isn't super exciting. It's just a skateboarder helmet. I mean, can't get anything too crazy out of it. Then you have the Caddy Prowler hood. I could see a lot of people liking this item, but for me, it's just definitely not my style. But I see the vision for it. I could see why somebody would want to get this. To me, it just has too much going on. And it kind of just looks like a pickle. I don't know. Then you have the Twilight Prowler hood, which is the bling track version of it, which again, it looks unique. It looks cool. Just not particularly for me. It doesn't stand out a lot to me, but it's a decent item. Then you have the Y3K antenna headphones. Honestly, a pretty decent looking pair of headphones, but they do remind me a little bit of the headphones that came from the Hunt, especially when you look at the bling track version, the Extreme Y3K headphones. These ones look very similar to the ones to the Hunt for me. But again, I love the comic book style on these, and I actually really do like these headphones. I think Roblox kind of cooked here, not gonna lie. I definitely think that these are one of my favorite prize items. Then you have the nozzle helmet, which I don't really know what this is meant to be. It's supposed to be the top of a spray paint can, but to me, it looks like, if you guys remember that one episode of SpongeBob where he has like a bubble thing on his head, that's what this looks like to me, except the green version of it, I swear. I don't know who cooked this one up and who thought of this idea, but this is definitely not it. And then you have the Night Glow nozzle helmet, which honestly just looks weird. I don't have anything else to say about it. Looks like a worse version of the last one. They try to bring the comic book style back, but I think they did way too much with this one. I am curious to see if any of these items have particle effects though, because I think with these nozzle helmets, they would look really cool with particle effects, but by themselves, they're just awkward. And then of course you have the Boombox Buddy once again, which is likely to be a limited item or at least a paid item. And of course, Roblox also always does the UGCs, and there's probably going to be more prizes that just haven't leaked yet. Hopefully the prizes continue to be better. There definitely are some cool ones so far, but there's also some pretty mid ones in my opinion. We'll have to see what Roblox actually ends up cooking with this event. The theme is a little strange to me. The skater graffiti theme isn't for me, but we'll see how Roblox does with it. Roblox has made a few really good events and a few really bad ones, so hopefully this is another great one. I'm gonna keep my hopes high and trust in Roblox for this one. I find it interesting they didn't hype up the event at all though. They announced it on the 6th and the event is coming out on the 12th, so we only know about it for 6 days before it actually releases, which is interesting. I'm pretty excited for it. Hopefully it's a great event. Let me know what you guys think of all of these items in the comment section below. Do you like them? Which one's your favorite? Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. Peace.